Oh, today I'm going to attempt to make some pumpkin bread. I've had this recipe for some time, but I haven't made this recipe for some time, and sometimes you forget whether it was good or bad last time. I think it was a good one, but we'll find out. Anyways, I'm going to start here. This is one can, 15 ounces of pumpkin. And to this, I'm going to add 4 eggs. I'm also going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now, normally I would add some oil to this, which would be 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. However, I'm going to add applesauce instead of oil. I'm not going to call this a health recipe, but I'm going to try to make it lean a little bit away from being less unhealthy, I guess you could say. So I've just got some applesauce here. This is the unsweetened version, I believe. Yes, it is the unsweetened. And I'm going to go with 2/3 of a cup. If you want, you can use oil. Like I said, this is obviously more than 1/3 of a cup. So the next one is going to be a little bit less. That should be pretty close there. And then just give this a good mix together. Get it all incorporated pretty well. Let's set that aside a little bit. And here, let the camera. There we go. Camera was being a little funky there. This is 3 cups of flour, and to this I'm going to add 1 2/3 cups of sugar. This is the holidays, so we're going to do a little bit there of pushing the limits, as it were. This is one teaspoon of salt. And this is 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now this, again, I'm using this pumpkin pie spice mixture. I found it some years ago. It works really well for me. I like it. If you prefer to go ahead and go with the individual spices of cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg, you can do that too. Anyways, this is, well, the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of total spices here. I added 1 extra teaspoon of this pumpkin spice mixture because I like it. If you wanted to go traditional, you would want to use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, not cloves, I don't know what cloves are even, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Depending on your own personal taste, you may want to bump that up to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. You may have to make this a few times before you get to where you know it's going to be like you want it to be. But these are all the dry ingredients. I'm going to blend them together a little bit, just because I'm not going to be real crazy about it. So I'm just going to give it a gentle, reasonably good blending, just to try to give an even distribution of the spices and all, and the sugar. And now to this recipe here, you can add some chopped nuts, or you can add some raisins. You could add chocolate chips. It's up to you. I'm going to keep it pretty basic. If you want to add some chopped nuts, pecans, walnuts, a mixture, whatever, almonds, go with about a cup of nuts to see how that works out for you. You can add more the next time you make it. Or raisins, again about a cup. Or if you want to mix, half a cup of raisins, half a cup of chopped nuts, whatever you like best. I'm just going to go basic, like I say, and not add anything too much extra to this. And then go ahead and add the dry to the wet mixture. This is pretty moist, so you can mix it by hand if you like. You can also use an electric mixer if you prefer. So this is pretty moist and easy. You shouldn't have too many problems going by hand. Or you may want to just start it by hand like this and then go to the electric mixer, because this way it'll keep you from splattering too much flour around your kitchen area. Again, make sure you scrape the bottom and the sides very well so you have a good, even, consistent mixture there. And it's ready to go in the oven. Turn the oven on, before you start any of this of course, turn the oven on to 350 degrees Fahrenheit so it can be warming up to the necessary temperature. And just for a little insurance, I'm going to take a little bit of butter here and just spread it just along the bottom of this pan. Just a really light coating. And this is a 9 by 5 by 3 loaf pan. And just like that, into the oven, 350 degrees. This is going to take an hour to roughly an hour and 15 minutes. At about an hour, I'm going to check it with a toothpick in the center, see whether it comes out clean or not. Okay, it's been 1 hour and 10 minutes, and I just brought it out of the oven. I checked it at 1 hour. The toothpick had a little bit of dough on it when I removed it from the loaf here. So I'm going to do it again. And it's clean. That's the way it should be, just like that. Nice and clean. That means it's done. Cool down. Then you can remove it and wrap it up in some plastic wrap or put it in a Ziploc type of a bag. Make sure it's completely cool before you wrap it up. Otherwise, it'll generate some steam and turn to mush on you. Don't want that. It will keep on the counter wrapped up for 3, maybe 4 days. If you want to wrap it up and put it in the refrigerator, that'll keep for 8 maybe 10 days. I can't imagine you not eating it before that length of time has gone by, but whatever. I decided to go ahead and risk it. I just don't want to mess it up on camera. I was pretty sure it would come out, but I didn't want to risk it. But just slide a knife or a thin spatula along the edge and make sure it releases very well from it. And we're about ready to go, I think. Yeah, it's looking pretty good there. It's still blazing hot. But there you have it. Some really, really nice looking homemade pumpkin bread. Give it a try. I'm sure you're going to like it. It's really easy. It's definitely Cook and Gobble good. So see you next time on Cook and Gobble videos.